Before this video starts, I would just like to say this is a documentary style video. This has not got much editing. I'll put some timestamps on the screen if you want to go to a certain section like tournaments and whatever. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comments and I'll try answer you as soon as possible. With all that being said, I hope you guys learn something from this video and don't find yourself as confuzzles as you used to. Welcome. Oh my god. Bro, I'm gonna be ahead of diet, bro. Welcome to a Rivals Competitive League. This is the obviously it's the competitive league for Rivals, if you couldn't tell, but basically what we do here, we host tournaments, some league matches to see what placement you get outside of the default Rivals ranked. So that's basically it. I'm just gonna give a quick little rundown on everything you should and shouldn't do. So yeah, alright, I'm not reading all that. No harassment, obviously not. I mean, that's obviously exploits, obviously not allowed. Don't scam. Oh, that makes sense. Controversial topics, yeah, that kind of makes sense as well. No alt accounts, no disruptive behaviour, no advertisements, no, don't beg for roles, don't ping staff, speak in the correct channels, English is the main language, no XP farming. Then staff decisions are final, Roblox rules also apply, not all rules listed here. So basically just common sense. So, when you boost the server, which in other words you spend a shit ton of money, I ain't buying that. I can't lie. I'm not really doing all this, but whatever. So here's the socials. If you want to go to the Roblox games and the group, and then the Discords. This is something else. This is the Rivals Competitive League, I'm pretty sure, and this is ETA games where they host other stuff. Boosting rewards. Whenever you boost the server, you spend like $5 a month, or for me about $4.50 a month, £4.50. You get tournament act priority for the tournaments. You get custom roles, custom emojis, exclusive stickers, and then that's basically it. And then yeah, you open a ticket in the support, which is here, which you can do a lot of things. This is just to appeal or like do anything. Have questions about the server, create a ticket to reach out for a moderation team for assistance. So if you have any questions or would like to report someone, here's where you do it most of the time. Schedule, nothing's here, I'm gonna be real. Announcements, this is basically what happens, this is what happens when you are, I don't know, like, announcements. This is just basically where big things happen. Like, this is like the 4 days ago, it ends in 2 weeks. If you guys want to hop in there and join, you can also apply for a leave. Oh my god, I'm too tired, bro. League host in commands, so you can host stuff in the leagues. Well, I'll get to it, but we're not getting to that now. Obviously, you don't have to worry about this unless you are, what's it called? Want to host leagues, but so the highest you can do is first to 3 each time. So top damage, for the winning team in leagues, every round you play counts as the elo. So I didn't know this at first when I became a host, and I had a big ass conversation for 20 minutes trying to figure out how this worked. So you're not alone, but basically the top for each individual round, so 5 games in a row, so I don't know how to explain it. 5 rounds equals 1 game, so every game you add up the elo. It's either best of 3 or first to 3 most of the time. So if it's 2-1, so it's 3-1 in a match, it would be the top damager from each leaderboard gets plus 20. So let me just get some photos up of my last league and the scoreboards from there. Okay, let me just show you what I mean. So this is one picture. This is what I played. Yeah, I got carried by my teammate who was on Asia, so I'm quite crap. But the damage does not matter actually. I don't think. Actually, no, it does. I lied. Damage positions you on the scoreboard. Now, obviously, KD also works. Like, well, I guess it's not really KD, it's the ED in this, but that makes no sense. So, 6-4. So, obviously, he'll have a higher KD at the end of the match, which is default. He has. Actually, let me just. How do I organize this? Hold up. Alright, as you can see from here, what this is at. I can see my custom crosser, also tough, whatever, like. He has the most damage, so he's on the top of the leaderboard. So the top damager would gain 20 points for this round. The rest of the team, me, would get 15. The losing team top damager was Idris over here, so he gets -5, and the rest of the team gets -10. However, if you're in a game with more than two people, if you're in a 3v3 or 4v4, 5v5, anything like that, bottom damager -15. So if there was a third person here, they would lose 15, but if they were below Ross, yeah. So it'd be +20, +15, -5, -10, and then -15 for someone below here. And you do that for each individual round, so you play another 1v1, 2v2, whatever, basically, until you get to the game over. So first of 3 or best of 3, whoever gets to that first will be the winner. Naturally, they'll earn more elo than the others. I think. I'm pretty sure it works for each individual game. I can give a demonstration if I get a match result here. Some people just don't do the elo, but you can see here. Sometimes lost some. There you go. The scoreboard's not here, but yeah. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Quite badly, actually, might add. So, naturally, highest KD, highest damager, so 20, 20, and 20. But because they won all the matches, the guy gets 15 each time. So you can see Cold over here. Top scoreboard again, and then no, actually, hold on, that's wrong then, right? Hold up. Maybe it's wrong, whatever. I can't be bothered. But it should be 20 -20 for him. But it's not the end of the world, honestly. Activity rewards, literally just the more you type, the more stuff you do. The higher on the leaderboard you are, you earn money, basically. What updates? The only things that are really here. Well, this got updated. Improve the tag system under the /tags inventory to view and equip your own tag. Currently only for server boosters, but we'll add more in the future. So if you're a server booster, yeah, you can. Whatever. Cat Girl's back. I don't know why those. I'm looking for new people to help me rank. Yeah. I don't really care. All league hosts react if you saw this. This is another thing. If you are a host, you have to kick players who are unverified, so you need to go get verified before you do that. Before you go to leagues or anything like that. And you must give a reason when you're kicking people, and unranked people is not allowed. You can't just kick someone because they're unranked. Polls, they just host polls here. Not really much to say, honestly. I mean, obviously, we can tell we actually have normal human beings here, except 55 people. They're psychopaths, but yeah. Roles, this is where you add. There's you got clans, tournaments, leagues, spars, which are just friendly. Literally just they say friendly 1v1, 2v2. It's leagues without the worry about losing elo, basically. Content is when people get uploaded. Giveaways where you can win free shit. That's why I always have it on. And then interactive gives you access to daily polls, questions, and engaging server events. But I can't lie, I'm not really like that. So I just got leagues, tournaments, and giveaways. Achievements, this is empty. So yeah, there's the thing. We have tournaments. Okay. Now this is very important. Now this is the hardest thing for me to explain, so it's going to take the longest for me. They usually host it once every day. So you can see the 9th, the 8th, the 7th, the 6th, the 5th, the 4th, 3rd. And then they didn't host anything for ages. and these can be hosted in a couple different formats. So as you can see here, RCL 2K default loadouts, the one I competed in for a little bit. I lost anyway, but default loadout, which I'll get to in a minute, and a 2K winner split between 2 people because it's 2v2. Come down to here, 3v3 default loadout, yep. The one I competed in yesterday, 5k, DL again, 2v2. Pretty sure that was one I wanted to spin. Here you go. RCL 1k ranked loadout. So this is the ranked format, which isn't the RCL rank. It's just basic rivals ranks. You can ban 2 weapons each and ban a couple maps each. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Don't take my exact word for this, but I'm gonna presume that's how. I just want to check if I'm still recording. Okay, good. Yeah. So how would you enter? You click here. You take you to tournament entries. As you can see, that's when I got entered. We got shit on. Doesn't really matter. This line indicates it's full. It will say the amount of people on the tournament. So this is again 32 teams. 16 teams. If there's a rank capacity and it looks fucking ridiculous because they see here R25, you can't, the max rank is R10, that means your combined team must be under R25, so you can't just get a full team of R10s. So that's basically it. Tournament logs is just basically where all the winners come out, which no one really wants to do anymore, honestly. Tournament entries again. So what you're supposed to do is, well, I know some people didn't here, but your intended format is the Discord username, ROBLOX username, and then the Discord. If it for each individual person, you put you put your name first in the tournament bracket. So you see here, this is my teammate. This is I might have to blur him out. Can't actually be bothered to blur him out, but you get the idea. What you would do, you'd put your Discord first. You were supposed to put your ROBLOX username put your ROBLOX username afterwards, but you didn't. It's not the end of the world because they're very similar, and I've got mine and my name, and yeah, it didn't really matter. We're out of second round, so event stage. Oh shit! Yeah, whatever. This is just where they host the big events, like 10k tournaments, whatever. The really big ones are the pros. It's basically Eververse. No idea. Actually, I do know. The more views you get, the more Robux you earn. It's quite similar. This is the intro. If you want to download it, forget it. Content. This is just where people upload stuff. Let's just see here. Twist, Xera. Basically game leaks. I don't know what this is at all. I think it's just a game they're making, but whatever. RCL newspaper, this is just for the moderators and stuff to goof off. That's really it. Yeah, they're just asking the boosters basically. Yeah. Events, this is where you go to ETA Games, but this is not where ETA Games is. These are all hosted in ETA Games, so I'm not going to discuss this. And also, it's already past the time for me, so. Event hosting, again, in ETA Games, I don't know why. Yeah, giveaways. No giveaways yet, but yeah. Credibility is just where you vouch for people that spent money or earn. Oh no, this is not where you spend money. This is where you earn money. So after you win a tournament and you get gifted the money, you can vouch for them. So this is that show that they gave them the money. General, this is just general chat really. It's kind of dead. We've had 33 minutes, no, 23 minutes of no talking. So commands, this is an important part. Usually this is just where people get levels up, as you can see. But this is where you'd go. I'll show you here. Apply. Allows you to apply for an application, RCL host application, but because I've already done this, I'm not doing that, and I already am a league host. It just doesn't show here. So, you would apply for league host here. You just kind of goof off on this, really. No one really cares. You can show leaderboard and stuff. I'm pretty sure, leaderboard of the server, whatever. Buys the messages. Yeah, it's not too confusing. Usually it's just neutral levels. If you really want to find out stuff, you can. But apart from that, it's really not that important. Counting, literally just goofing off. You just count, like, literally don't really think it's that difficult to do this. I mean, some of you it might be because you guys fucking suck at math, but yeah, just suggestions. You make a post if you really want to about, yeah, basically just like ask things in here. It's really it. Yeah, VC. I ain't got no idea. This is just your channel, so you join to create it. I'm not gonna do it, but well, basically, buttons in gold can be unlocked. Yeah, like you just change the name and amount of people, and that's it. You just make your own VC. Training set. These are all the pro player settings. Some fast flags, crosshairs, current settings, whatever. You can see this is fuel hoods. Where is he? There's A 0.2. I use I think 83.5 just because I feel comfortable with it. Blinky is about 90 and 0.3. It just depends on what you enjoy. Ah, crap. I did not mean to do that. That was not on purpose. Anyway, tech rollouts. This is for just basic tutorials. It's really fucking basic. Like, if you didn't know this already, you might be the worst rivals player known to mankind. Like, it's just default sliding. I don't know how you could, like, physically mess this up. Ramp jump. Maybe, but this is for, like, the idiots of them all. This is old though. This is, like, 6 months ago. Over 30 days, yeah. And then aim lab scenarios. If you use aim labs to practice your aim, as you can see here, they have, well, ways to practice your aim. But literally, to get good at knee jumping, that's basically it. I didn't do it, it doesn't matter. KD, again, this only matters if you're a league host. But basically, you put all photos of the league match in from your thing, and then it calculates the KD for you. It's a little buggy sometimes, but is what it is. Elo system, again, we've already been through this, kind of. 1v1s, I forgot to mention, every game you win, you get 10, and every game you lose 10. So if it's 3-2, you're only getting 10 Elo. It's quite funny. At point spot, use the point spot to get Elo, which you use in the add Elo section. You would just go. No, that's not it. What's going on? You use /add, and then you put the mention in. You put the points name, whatever, and then you do subs, and then you minus subtract. Use, I don't know why it's not, and then put user. But obviously, if I do that, I'm gonna get banned from the server, so I'm not. Leagues information. I know a lot of people like doing leagues. I get angry playing leagues. I'm not gonna hide the fact that I get angry a lot. I like winning. It's just the way I think. But yeah. So for those of you who don't know how this works, I'm gonna go over the basics first, like not the host things, but go over these first. There we go. Loadout guide. So as you can see here, league hosting, default. Most people play default, but you'll rarely see custom. Now, I'm not saying it is impossible, but it's very unlikely. So default loadout is the start loadout that you'd get. As you see here, default dual 1v1. There's a game mode for this, so most hosts do that now, but just depends who host you have. If it's not set to default duel, you still have to pick default loadout if it's a default loadout room. But it's literally just assault rifle, handgun, fist, and grenade, the ones you start with. Custom loadout is a little different. You have assault rifle, burst rifle, pistol, spray, Uzi, revolver, fist, knife, scythe, grenade, flashbang, molotov. These are the only things you're allowed. I'm gonna say this right now. Custom loadout is very weird because it's a little unbalanced, especially when the community uses the same like 2 loadouts. It's either assault rifle, revolver, scythe, grenade, or Molotov in between them, or burst rifle, Uzi, or spray, whatever. Just literally depends. If you're better with burst rifle, use that. If you're better with assault rifle, use that. That's basically how custom loadout works. Host guidelines, again, doesn't matter if you're not a host. Actually, it kind of does. You can get strikes from league warnings if you just leave, like, leagues. You see here, this guy got a warning for leaving a league, not posting match results, leaving a league to not do elo. That's basically it. So just do what you would do on league information here, so you don't do it. Pinging at everyone, instant demotion. Exploiting is instant demotion. Cheating during elo system, instant demotion plus perm event ban. So just don't cheat. League guidelines. This is the one I have to say is a little weird. So here we go. Use common sense. If you are unsure if something's allowed, assume it isn't. So yeah, that's basically it. If you use /leave, if you need to leave mid-game, basically yeah. Ban maps is the backrooms, big backroom splash, big splash, on extreme range of construction, and now base plate. Don't know why it took so long for base plate to be banned. It's just a big open map. It's no skill, it's just aim. Alright. Not obviously no using glitches and stuff. Head glitching is apparently allowed for some reason. It really shouldn't, but it still is. Aim assist for controller and mobile must stay at 0.5 or lower. That's like common sense. It's unfair for people. I don't care if mobile players are worse or controller players are worse. They need aim assist lower. Macros, AHK, and custom ROBLOX audio modifications are banned. So I like auto clickers for the handgun are bannable. I'm pretty sure. Restart the match only if a disconnect happens. Disconnect. Okay. If a disconnect happens before round 2, so this could be round 1. If you played another match and someone left, afterwards you don't restart, you just keep playing. No spectators are allowed because they could give out callouts in a call. No back-to-back maps, so you can't vote arena, then arena, backrooms and backroom, battlegrounds and battlegrounds, whatever. No invisible or camo skins. This might be confusing, but I can give you a demonstration on what I mean. Like a little bit. One sec. Here we go. My avatar in use currently is just a guest. This is allowed because it's not camo. If that like makes sense. This is allowed. It's got more than one color. It's not just white. Whatever. Now, if I were to use this, on the other hand, this would be disallowed because this is trying to blend in with the environment. This will blend into the arena and big arena, which are basically the most common maps in RCL. So you're just not allowed to use it. Even if it's completely off balance, you're not allowed to use them. Same thing with this. Probably, again, it's too close to camo-like. So me personally, I know a lot of professionals just like to, a lot of sway players like to just remove the shirts and remove the pants and just go like this. Because you cannot be camouflaged like this. You have the big red. Or like that. It's really just up to you. As long as you have a colour that isn't just purely white. Like this would also be allowed to go a couple of like bright colours. As long as you're not completely invisible, you should be fine. Same with completely black. But you get the idea. Use common sense. If you think something isn't allowed, then just don't use it. That's basically it. Alrighty. News is that we've gone to actually have we gone for this? What is it? No invisible or camo skins. That's what I haven't been. That's what I just went through. Stick to the appropriate loadout. So again, if it's default loadout, only use default loadout. Balance teams based on ranks and recent performance. This should be up to the league hosts. They don't like doing that because again, like honestly, this was really unbalanced before. As I played with Idris and Sam before this in a different league. I hosted it. They both joined. I said, me and Rush go on the same team. Idris and Sam go on the opposite. And they said, no, I'll go with Rush because he's my clan. It does not go well. But that doesn't matter because we had this. So, yeah. News slash though ban matter. The maximum length is first to 3. Confused makes it a little maybe, but first to 3 literally means first to win 3 rounds. Best of 3 means 3 games are played, so in other words it's just first to 2. But if someone says best of 3, it means 3 matches. The maximum amount of matches that are going to be played is 3, and then first to 3 means when someone wins 3 matches they win. That's basically it. That's how I can explain it. Repeatedly joining and leaving leagues can earn a grievance strike, and third person is finally not allowed. I had some massive argument about this a couple months ago in January or February. Big argument, like the third person shouldn't be allowed because it's wall hacks. If you're not allowed auto shoot because it's trigger bot, then why are you allowed third person when it's technically ESP or wall hacks? You can see above the wall. But I'm not going to get into that for now. But yeah, that's what you need to know for leagues. Again, you click join game at the top. There should be a link. But if you want to do this here, do RCL over here. And it should say RCL host game. Do game type 1, 2, 3s or 4s. You do 2s, default loadout, region. And then you'd copy and paste your VIP server link, which you can do. If you go onto rivals, go onto servers, make your own private server, and at the bottom it should say generate link, and then you copy paste that into that. So when you see join game, it should say at the top VIP link, and you click that. That's it. Match results, don't really worry unless you're a league host. But again, just like post results after each game. That's really all I can say, to be honest. You post the pictures, you at everyone, and then the ROBLOX user, so like that. Timmy Tough Knuckles VX. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. But yeah. League warnings. Yeah, again, I think I've been through this, but if you get reported in a support ticket, and you'll probably get a warning here, you get 3 strikes, you can't play, you'll get banned for a little bit. Rank information, just basically it's just the rankings. Ranks from R1 to R10, you'll probably want to talk to them when you're starting rank, and it may rise or fall based on how you continue to perform over time. You must submit recent match results. Submit only your best matches. It's not allowed. This referred to cherry picking. Matches age 3 weeks or older will not be counted in your rank request. Leagues will generally only get you to R6 while playing higher level clan wars and tournaments gives you a much higher chances of reaching upper ranks. Like I said, you can't just grind leagues. You're going to be stuck at R6, R5s. So, after a certain amount of after a sufficient amount of matches, 4 clan wars or 2 tournaments. By the way, this is wrong. You only need 5 games to get ranked in 5 league matches instead of 8. It's always been like that. If you're requesting an upper rank, use the upper rank button. So don't do that when you're requesting a rank. You always want to host this one. You always want to open this one, R6 high to R10 mid. No one's going to start off in R6 mid unless you do a tournament and win both of them. Even then, you probably won't. That's basically it. Cannot be used matches outside of competitive league, and spar matches do not invent your rank. Recording policies for R8 and above. If you're trying to get right, you'll have to record with the following requirements, even if you don't have a recording policy. These recordings must be done from the scrim results and in your ticket. You may be asked to verify the recording with your scrim result. If you have a recording policy or variation that's different from T1, you must record on those steps. 3 valid recordings on the tier 1, and then R9 and R8 are 2 valid recordings. Every time you want to rank up to R8 above, you have to submit recordings. For example, if you want to submit recordings, then go from R7 to R8 low and R8 low to R8 mid. So you have to submit 2 recordings to rank up, basically, and then 3 if you're in R10, or going to R10. You must follow recording rules, but yeah, rank capacities. There's only a certain amount of people here. So yeah, you can get to here. When you get to here, you'll kind of just see it. R10s. At the moment, there's no hard and high, but there's a lot of people on here. that's basically it. You can just see anything that rank logs is where people get ranked up to some ranks. As you can see, most people are gonna get ranked low. So always open a low ticket, and then yeah, this whatever. Top players again. I just showed you. Clan wars. I don't know how clans work, but if you want to register your clan, I am not gonna really go through this because this is kind of stupid. But yeah, because I think clans are stupid. You host a clan match, you post the results here. Recruitment, you just DM a clan. I've been DM'd a couple of times, as you can see. Look at this. Oh, that's not it. If I go to message requests, as you can see here, we got want to join my clan. We have R8 mids, and then just yo. And then again here trying to join a clan. Like, this is just random shit, really. And then Burrow's ultimation in front of bro. This is when bro. I don't even know what that was about. Yeah, and then it's just fast flags, whatever. This is not important, whatever, but anyway, back to RCL. I was just going through the notifications to be invited to clans. That was it. Recording rules. I don't want to go through all of this. You will never really need to go on a recording review on iOS unless you're cheating, because let's be real here. Anyone who plays on a phone is going to be shit. You're not really going to get to R8. And if you are accused of cheating, just stop playing, bro. This is for the recording policies where they get accused of cheating and stuff like that, and maybe when they've gotten banned. Whenever they've played sus. As you can see here in this clip, I'm just going to mute it so I can hear myself. The suspicious thing, he started tracking him through the wall. As you can see, this is, again, when the game starts, he locks onto him a little bit for the wall and starts tracking him through the wall. So this now, he has to be on tier 1 recording policy. So Beniold is now on a tier 1, I'm pretty sure, unless he got off it recently. Because, I mean, this happened 4 days ago. Oh no, it's not. This guy's now on a perm recording policy, I think. I don't know. Whatever, but recording rules. There is a YouTube video, I'm pretty sure. I think this is it. If you really want to, this is the recording policy. You have to use, I mean, it will just tell you. So yeah, you can just go through the video. It will go through each individual step on your Windows for tier 1, just to make sure that you aren't cheating. That's literally it. Then tier 2, you must do just more stuff. And then yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna need to go on recording policy for 2 reasons. Well, number 1, I'm never gonna get ranked up that high, and number 2, I don't cheat, so literally there's no point for me to be near here. Alright, how long have I been recording for? 30 minutes? Damn! Anyway guys, I'm gonna head out. If any of you have any questions, just ask me.